Hey YouTube, this is Topwater Tony. In my other video, How to Load Your Boat Alone, I showed you what I think is a proper way to load your boat. But on this particular trip, my buddy towed us to the lake in his vehicle, and unfortunately, he didn't know my routine of, at the time, unhooking the safety strap from the boat before I launch. I did it that way hundreds of times without issue because our ramps around here aren't too steep, so I never had a problem. Unfortunately, when he was backing us down into the water, he decides he's not straight enough and proceeds to pull back up the ramp rather hastily. Unfortunately, I couldn't stop him in time and the boat hit the ground. Needless to say, I was in total shock. But I did pull myself together enough to snap a couple pictures. It's just one of those things where he didn't know my routine and the incident happened. Well, let's check out the repair. Alright, here we are under the boat. We had a little mishap at the boat ramp here today. So we got the doctor fixing this little spot right here. So tell me how we're going to fix this little boo-boo.
First, we're going to sand it down, get all the rough edges off. We're going to sand it, 2 to 3 inches larger than the mistake was. And then we're going to take our fiberglass. You take it about 4 to 5 inches longer. Then you add another one that's 3 inches shorter. Then 2 inches, and then 3 inches. What you're doing is you're building up the fiberglass right here. Now, you can poke to make sure there's no holes going through the boat. You can tell it's not leaking either. See how it's going up? And that's where the actual drain plug is versus to the boat.
Okay.
Next, we're doing the mixing of the resin and hardener. 2 parts, 3 parts, depending on how big the repair is. That's the resin, and that's your hardener. I just count to 10. Missed that. And then put the hardener in. Then mix it. It should come out like a milky color. You want to get all that hardener. You gotta do this kind of quick. So when I tell you to go to pause. And what I usually do is use a brush that's already down on the floor. Oh, there it is. Wow, jumped back up.
It's got legs.
See how it's getting kind of a milk to it, milky. Then you're going to let it set. You're going to do it layer by layer, and then let it set. And then we'll sand it, smooth it out. And normally you primer, like I said, primer it, and then paint it. Your color white. But this customer didn't want it done like that. I know I'm not in the picture. Hit pause. Putting the fiberglass in the resin, getting it up. both sides. And I want to take it up to a patch. Just like that. Stop. And then what you're going to do is just dab it on, don't brush it. You want that fiberglass to sit in there. What I want to do is take that fiberglass, put it underneath the drain plug. And then just do your layers. I have 4 layers here, so it's not like we're fixing an actual leak. We're just redoing the fiberglass. It is kind of messy, and the light's not being cooperative.
They never are.
There we go. You just keep building it up. There's my other stuff. And then take your fiberglass resin, get it in there. And I'm going to tuck it underneath the drain plug. Little one here. And what you're going to do is you're going to let it sit and dry probably about 45 minutes. And you come back and sand it down. And what I'll do is it will dry white. Come on, get in there. That will be all white. Okay, you're good. You can talk if you want.
Looking pretty good so far.
That's how they do actual holes. They will build the fiberglass up, let it sit, Okay. Now we waiting for it to dry. And then we'll come back and we'll sand it. And then if I have to hit any touch-ups, I'll use some of the fiberglass and redo the steps again.
All right, looking good.
Unfortunately, that is the end of the video. The final sanding and painting never happened, but rest assured the repair was just fine. So take it from me, always keep your straps on your boat until the wheels hit the water. No matter what! Until next time, catch you later.